Oil prices prompt fears of stagflation. That's our top story today on the Wall Report. I'm your host, Greta Wall. Oil prices are rallying yet again today as U.S. and European officials consider a ban on Russian oil imports. West Texas Intermediate crude and Brent crude futures both hit the highest prices since July of 2008 overnight, but have since given up some of those gains. Currently, WTI prices are up nearly 3% to just over $119 per barrel, with Brent prices rising more than 4% to over $123 per barrel. And with oil prices ballooning, energy stocks are the bright spot on Wall Street today. The VanEck Oil Services ETF is up more than 10% in today's session. But on the other side, bank stocks are some of the biggest losers as the market grows concerned about slowing economic growth and the threat of stagflation. The XLF ETF is down nearly 2% in today's session. The market is looking ahead to the upcoming inflation reading on Thursday, with the CPI expected to have risen 7.5% year over year in February. That would be unchanged from January. But the big concern that we're starting to see now is that fear of stagflation, with record high prices coupled with the possibility of slowing economic growth. Then you get stagflation. And while the headline story has been about oil prices so far, other key commodity prices are also surging. Wheat futures hit limit up today for the 6th session in a row, with trading halted at $12.94 per bushel. Now, wheat prices did surge 40% last week, which is the largest weekly gain on record. Year to date, prices are up nearly 68%, and they're nearing a new all-time record high, with prices hit $13.05 per bushel back in 2008. If they surpass that, as they're probably expected to tomorrow, we have a new record. Russia and Ukraine combined account for 25% of all global wheat exports, and those exports have been shut down amid Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Concerns are also mounting about future crops in Ukraine as the conflict escalates. And as traders sell off stocks and fleet risk, gold prices are still rising. Gold is currently up just under 1% at over $1,980 an ounce, after the precious metal briefly jumped above $2,000 per ounce on Sunday. And meantime, some Q4 earnings are still trickling in. Squarespace shares turning higher today after plummeting nearly 30% at the open on weak guidance. The website design company reported a loss of $2.60 per share in 2021 on revenue of $784 million. Now, that was better than analyst expectations on both the top and bottom line, but Squarespace forecast revenue between $862 million and $878 million this year, which was far short of analyst forecast. Bed Bath & Beyond, meantime, is surging nearly 40% after GameStop's chairman revealed a large stake in the company. Ryan Cohen has a nearly 10% stake in the retailer through his investment company, RC Ventures. Now, that makes him a top 5 shareholder in Bed Bath & Beyond. The company said it is carefully reviewing Cohen's restructuring recommendations after he sent a letter over the weekend detailing his suggestions. Now, Cohen said Bed Bath & Beyond should consider a full sale of the company and a possible spin-off of its Bye Bye Baby chain, which he says could be worth several $billions. Now, remember, Cohen is being credited for the turnaround at GameStop as they switch from brick-and-mortar stores to online retail, and he is the founder of Chewy.com. And as the world remains focused on the war in Ukraine, COVID seems to be coming to an end. New York City becoming the latest to drop most of its COVID restrictions. The city was once one of the most strict in the nation, but New Yorkers are now no longer required to show proof of vaccination for indoor activities, including eating and drinking, and children are no longer required to wear masks in school. So what are COVID restrictions like where you are? Does this mean the pandemic is coming to an end and switching more to endemic with everything back to normal? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you all back here for the Wall Report tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell before you go.